And that he reads by a script all the time, stays away from the press. Is Christie right? Is he more isolated than the other candidates?
When I was with him on the campaign trail yesterday, Joe, he is very careful. He does not have the same kind of rapport with reporters as Governor Christie and others.
The criticism, by the way, that Chris Christie gave about Marco Rubio has been true. For much of the year in Iowa and New Hampshire, there's been a lot of criticism that he's just simply not showing up. He has, and if you just look at the simple count, he has not been in the state nearly as much as anyone else. Some of his town hall meetings last 40, 45 minutes. I want to be with him later today. We'll see how long they go. This is not the traditional New Hampshire way.
Rubio can come off a little scripted, particularly if you've heard him talk before. He does, I think, have to improve on that. He's getting a little better, getting a little more able to sort of call an audible and say something off script. But I do think Chris Christie is getting to something that Rubio needs to address in the next week in New Hampshire, which is that he has to look like, this is he's not some sort of lab-created candidate.
Assault on Marco Rubio. One is he twice raised Marco Rubio's age. He said this isn't a student council election, and he called him the boy in the bubble. I think that's raising something that voters might respond to. You talk to voters in Iowa and New Hampshire, South Carolina, and they will say one of the things that concerns them about Marco Rubio is his youth, his relative youth, compared to the rest of the field. And of course, people have raised the prospect that Rubio could be another Barack Obama. Maybe he's too inexperienced.
Christie's the best example of what he needs to get ready for. Of course, there's a guy who speaks his mind.